Mr. Jackson, it's alleged that just 6 years ago you were earning a little better than $3 an hour as an auto production worker. Just how did you come to acquire this home in Southfield and your other business interests, your automobiles?
Well, I think the law states, that you have to file your income. If I tell you that, then you know my secret, But as long as I file my income, and I think this is what the law states, and I do that.
Do you deny flatly that you are in any way tied in with the illegal drug
Yes,
traffic?
I do.
Would you care to reveal just what your business holdings are, how you've acquired this wealth?
No, it is a matter of record. If you want to check on that, you can check.
It's a matter of record. You're saying that you have property?
Yes, I do.
How did you acquire the property? Would you mind telling us that, sir?
Well, if I tell you that, then you'll know my business.
And go.
And here we are at the place of my childhood. And back of me to the left, we have Eddie's house, the immaculate ranch style of its day. In the back, there was the full-length basketball court, the Olympic-sized swimming pool, jacuzzi and steam room. In his basement, the diamond-covered pool table and diamond-studded bars. Here was my house. Me and Eddie and all the local kids from the neighborhood. We had basketball court here. And we'd be out here playing and shoot ball. And it got to a point where, about every 10 minutes you'd see the federal authorities drive by or the local Southfield police. And we got to know the agents and the police so well, we just kind of wave at them as they went by and they'd keep going. Looking back on it, it was probably the safest street in Michigan because we had a cop car or a federal agent coming by every 15 minutes. In the midst of this, our neighbors kind of got used to the wide array of Cadillacs, Mercedes, and Jaguars, friends and family coming by just to stop and say hi. Of course, there were never any drugs in Southfield. There were lots of money and lots of guns, but as far as the business they were involved in, that never made it north of 8 Mile.
We have, I believe you are referred to as the infamous street peddler, street hustler, the notorious
Street vendor.
street vendor, Ronald Young. Been known to be a part of the street vendoring mafia for years here in Detroit.
Absolutely. Hold on, let me get out of here.
Street retail.
Street retail.
Let Mr. Brown say it.
Yeah, notorious street vendor. There's nothing that, as my man on the Good Times said, he like Lucky Lenny. If he ain't got it, it ain't many. If he ain't got it, it ain't many. Got a Lucky Lenny.
Oh my God.
So, we was just talking about, Eddie Baby was just talking about the Fox's Den.
Oh man.
And it was funny because the story he was telling paralleled a story that you had told.
Okay.
That he was talking about that him and Brett and Tracy had went into the Fox's Den because that's where the young boys Butch would pay a lot of the guys.
Right,
They'd all meet up there and split up the money.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Gene Hackman, it wasn't Brett.
Him.
It was Tracy and Gene and Eddie. And Eddie was only about 15.
Wow.
But Hackey let him. Knew the people at the Fox Den, I guess it was a guy named Lee who ran the Fox's Den.
Right.
Let Eddie in. He said they was in there shooting dice. And that was the day he got broke of shooting dice. Because he said he went in there with $1,500 that Tracy just gave him. He said when he left out of there, he didn't have not $8. He said no weed, no top 10 fare.
No way.
He was 15 on top of the world with 1,500. And them niggas in the Fox's Den got a hold of him, and he left out of there broke. And he ain't like gamblers.
No, that's right. I can imagine.
But because that, and it made me think, as you was talking about when you was at the Fox's Den that time and all the pony crew at LB. Shout out to LB Bucks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
That was a place. Now the Fox's Den, that was on Livernois, right?
Right. Almost
south of Davidson, but before Elmhurst or after Elmhurst?
No, it's, you see, it would be before Elmhurst. It was like right at Fullerton.
About Fullerton, you're in Fullerton, Livernois.
Somewhere around there, yeah. Quarter. Yeah. No, it's before. It's a block past, about 2 blocks past Fullerton, before you get to Elmhurst. It's like right in there, right? Yeah.
So when you escaped the pony down YBI
Oh my
Fiasco.
goodness. Yeah, somebody he got on. I was wearing pony gym shoes because of Larry Holmes. Somebody he got on ponies. Everybody was there on top 10s. So the other boys came in like, man, so what? That's my brother. He can wear what he want to wear. You know, I didn't realize you couldn't do that.
not at that time.
Yeah, no.
There was the pony crew and it was the top 10 crew.
Right.
Yeah, that shit had got real crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that you got things to do, being that you are a notorious street vendor.
Thank you.
Mr. Hardy. Shout out to Mr. Notorious street vendor.
Yes, sir.
Known east side to west side.
Oh wow, man, Go Cheese.
Go Cheese.
Look it up.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, I can't believe it. Lord.
What was the exit plan?
Right. What was the number?
Because I'll be honest, I asked my father that, and he never really had a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was at the end of the Pakistani plug. And I wasn't just asking him. Everybody was asking. Ain't we got enough?
Wow.
But what is enough? And enough is a very relative word. But I would have loved to have heard his.
I mean, it was a tidal wave. It's hard. I would imagine for somebody like that on that level, probably didn't have a scope of how large because of his age. Number one, what did you say? He went from 18 months to
Within in 1969, the summer of 1969, he couldn't pay my father back a $50 debt.
right. And from that point,
within 18 months, he'd be a millionaire,
right.
a real millionaire. Like
So that's a lot
cash.
to process. That's a lot to process.
And then he would catch the grand hustle would then go on, and then was operating a
Mm-hmm.
$300,000 to $1 million a month business minimum.